Hi everybody, I'm back again. I'm doing now the marination for the ham. That's the leg of ham. So what I've done is I've taken the outer layer of the ham and I sliced it and peeled it. So into this, I'm adding lemon, a tablespoon of oil, plenty of garlic, as in there's no measurement on it, as in garlic, plum jam, and honey. So this is the marination that's going onto the leg of ham. So now what I do is I keep on marinating it, rather mixing the mixture. Now watch me as I go. Right, I'm going to be rubbing the ham. I'm sure you can see me from there. I'm going to be rubbing the mixture onto the ham, and then the ham goes onto a tray like I did with the turkey, and then it's going to go into the oven for about, I would say, about 40-45 minutes as in to bake the ham. You've got to bake the ham. All right, so let me get a pan. So let's put the ham into this big bowl, and I do it right in front of you. Now the hands have to be spotlessly clean because I've got to use my hands a lot today as in for the Christmas cooking. So your hands have to be spotlessly, constant washing, and you constantly got to have your hands nice and clean. So what you do is when you have a leg of ham, that's the leg of ham, you got to skin the top layer of the ham because there's that very thick top layer of the ham, and that has to be taken and thrown away. Maybe it's too much fat to eat, too much fat bad. So when you do that and you slice it, and then what you got to do is you got to cube the ham, and you first slice it and then you cube it. And why? Is because you got to put the cherries onto the ham, and when it's baking, once it bakes and it comes, you stick the cherries into that and it gives that extra flavor. Now watch me as I go. Now remember I said lemon, one whole lemon, honey, plum jam, and a speck of oil, the very little bit of oil, because everything is so rich. So you've got to be careful of the oil content as well. So that is the mixture. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I've got to use my hands now. I've got to pour it onto the ham. So watch me as I go. You trickle the sauce from the middle. That's it. And then it all gets onto the ham. Really yummy. It's really, really delicious. And the Christmas meal, as it's Christmas Eve meal, it's a very rich meal, very rich meal. So you forget about your diet, so on and so forth. When you're eating all of this is just once a year. So you just got to forget about diets, etc., etc., etc. Because this is the time people love to eat, they love to enjoy. It's Christmas time, it's the birth of Jesus Christ, and you forget about diets. No diets this time, okay? So let me now show now that the mixture is all done. That's the mixture. I'm sure you can all see it. It looks really delicious, really yummy, yummy. So what I've got to do is I've got to use both my hands now. Excuse me. So what you do is you hold the ham with one hand. Watch me. And then you rub the mixture onto the ham leg. Turn it around. You always have to be very, very concentrated in what you do. And you rub it, let it really, really rub into the ham. And then when you rub it into the ham, because what it does is it gets into the crevices of the ham because it's already sliced and cubed. And then what you do is after that, because there's oil in it as well, you bake it for about, I would say maybe about 35 minutes, because this is not a large leg of ham, it's a medium size. So you bake it for about 30-35 minutes in the oven, and round, I would say the degrees, I'll put it round about 150 on very, very slow, very low rather, sorry. Okay, so watch me as I go, because I think a lot of people, the last time I did my Christmas live video, there were questions regarding the ham, how I did the marination of the leg. So there we go. Now watch me as I go, please. Thank you. And when you are in your kitchen, and when you're a cook or a chef, everything has to be methodically clean. You can't have anything here I'm scared of. When you're a chef or a cook, you got to have everything methodical. So you know what you're doing. You've got to concentrate in what you are doing. Okay, so here we go. Now we're coming to the end of it. Watch my hand, the way I'm going with it. And you keep on rotating it as in the leg of ham. And now it's all ready to go. So you leave it to absorb the marination for about, I would say maybe about 10 minutes or so. And then that is when you need to put it into the oven, as I said, around about 150 degrees. And then you bake it, and then when it comes out, that is when you put the cherries. Just excuse me for a little, because I've got to wash my hands now. So now these are the cherries. So what you do is, when you've done the marination of the ham, you take half a cherry, and then what you do is you stick it into the grooves with a toothpick. You toothpick them as you, so I'm just showing you how I'm doing it at the moment. So 1, 2, and you go according, because when you slice it in cubic, you can see the crevices. So you just put it like that, and then you toothpick it. So that is how you do a leg of ham. It doesn't matter how large the leg of ham is or how medium it is. That is how you do a leg of ham. Okay, so into the marination, I'm repeating myself again. It is 1 lemon, 1 organic lemon, 2 tablespoons of plum jam, oil. You can put vegetable oil, you can use olive oil, you can use any oil as long as it's what you like to use as in oil, but I use vegetable oil. And remember, when you're putting oil, you've got to put very little oil, because the ham already has oil in it. There's fat in the ham. Okay, and garlic. Don't forget, garlic into the turkey stuffing, and garlic into the ham marination as well. So everything is garlic here. Garlic, garlic, garlic. So saying that is it. So now what I'm going to be doing is, it has to go into a pan, and it's going to soak for a while. And then, as I said, it'll go in for about 30-35 minutes as in to bake after the turkey. And then we're good to go. So I will come with video number 3. That will be the last video, as in the complete Christmas Eve lunch, complete one. So there's still a lot more to go. And this is Sharon from the Obadari Ministries. We say a very Merry Christmas to you all globally, and thank you all. So God bless you all. Have a wonderful festive season, and I will be back with video number 3. Yes, and I'm pretty serious when I'm cooking, because I don't muck around in the kitchen. Very, very serious cook and a chef, because you've got to concentrate with everything you are doing in the kitchen, and particularly when you're having a lot of knives and so on and so forth. So I'm going to end the video now, and I'll see you guys all around the world with video number 3. So God bless you all, and bye-bye for now.